Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Gov Guy Nick, and we've got another awesome video to teach you about government contracting. Really, we're just trying to lift the veil on government contracting, make it more accessible for people, and really spread the word about how much money is getting spent by the United States government and how you can get your piece of it. So today, what we're going to talk about is NAICS codes. NAICS, North American Industry Classification System. This is a classification system that the United States government uses to classify every single industry and product or service that is in the United States. So, on Sam.Gov, you can search by using your NAICS codes. And this is honestly the easiest way to search on Sam.Gov. Sam.Gov can be very, very tough to navigate and be very tough to find contracts on. This helps a little bit with the confusion. So let's jump on and take a look at how we look up these codes. Okay, so as we get into Google, which most people have, the first thing we're going to want to do is just type in NAICS code lookup. Once again, NAICS code lookup. Now, when you come to this first page, it's going to give you a whole bunch of options of all kinds of different search engines and things to use to look up NAICS codes. The one so far that I have found that is the very best is the census.gov. So you're going to go to www.census.gov NAICS code. Once we get into the main screen here, you're going to see three different search bars: 2022, 2017, and 2012. We want to use the most recent NAICS code search that there is, which is the 2022 updated version. So now, when we're looking for codes, it can be a little bit tough because you have to enter keywords, or you can enter a code in too if you already know your code, which I don't know why you'd want to reverse look it up, but you could, I guess, if you were trying to figure out what a code meant, then you could look it up. But anyways, we're gonna talk today about keywords. So really, keywords can be tough because you can use certain words and sometimes it'll come back with nothing, and then so you need to play around with the words. So let's start today with a fencing company. Let's pretend we're in the fencing business. I'm just gonna put in fence and we're gonna see what comes up. Now, luckily this brought us up some different options, but as you can see, there's 16 different codes that this could be under. Do you install chain link? Do you just install fencing? Do you do wood? Do you manufacture? Do you sell wrought iron? Do you do electric fences? There's so many different things that go under here, and even pressure washing's under here for pressure washing decks, building, and fences. So anything that has the word fence in it is going to be on there. Now, here's a good case study that I can show you. Let's say you are in trucking. Okay, you are a trucking company. If I put in trucking on here, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of different trucking also by just using the word trucking. Now, another way that we could say that is transport. And transport is going to bring up a whole bunch more different contract or different NAICS codes that aren't necessarily under the same ones under trucking. So you need to play around with the words to try to figure out exactly what's going to work best for you and for your industry. So let's go to this now and talk about this. Unfortunately, with government contractors on Sam.Gov, there's no standardized way that they choose NAICS codes. So they can literally put whatever code that they want with a job depending on how they deem it should be. Case in point, there was a pressure washing job that I bid recently over in Guam, and instead of putting down pressure washing NAICS code, which there's one or two codes for pressure washing, the contracting officer decided to put down the NAICS code for bridge builders. So if you're a pressure washing company and you have the NAICS codes, you're never actually going to go look for bridge building because that has nothing to do with what you do. So that can be tough sometimes with searching on Sam.gov. So also remember, sometimes the best way is just to scroll through. If you're not sure exactly what you want to find on Sam.gov, that can be another really good way. That's the way that I usually do it because I've got such a wide array of jobs that I'm willing to do, just because, once again, I'll do pressure washing, I'll do hazardous material cleanup, I'll even do truck and transport. I'll sell them goods. There's so many NAICS codes that the things that I could do fall under. I literally scroll through and look for different jobs. So that was the rundown on the NAICS code system. The things you need to remember is looking up NAICS code lookup on Google, and that's going to bring you to a page with about 10 or 20 different sites that you can search NAICS codes through. The very best way that I've found after 6 years of doing this is to go to the census.gov site. Now, some people might want to know too, how do I add NAICS codes to my SAM registration? Now, if you're going to bid on a contract that you don't have a NAICS code registered for, you're going to need to go in and renew or update your entity. As you renew or update your entity on SAM, you can click through the pages and there'll be a page that has a NAICS code page. As you write your NAICS codes down, you're going to need to enter them in there and add them to your list. You can add as many NAICS codes as you want. There is no certification. There is no process that they have to check you in. You just add them to your SAM registration and then complete your renewal and registration. One nice thing about this too, when you add a NAICS code, which going through this process only takes about 5 minutes, now that you've gone through and added a NAICS code, your registration is renewed for SAM, which is 100% for free. And now it's renewed, so you won't need to deal with it for another year. That's why I'm always adding new NAICS codes and going through that. I don't ever have to worry about my SAM registration expiring, which they expire every 12 months. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really enjoy making this content for you guys. And please make sure to leave any comments of things that you might want to know about government contracting, because I'm literally here to serve and help you all figure this world out. Once again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you would please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like, and leave us some comments and questions. The biggest thing to remember about government contracting is volume is king. The more that you bid, the better chance you have of winning a contract. Government contracting can seem hard and confusing and even scary in the beginning, but I promise you, I 100% believe in you. If I can do government contracting and figure it out coming from my beginning, I 100% guarantee you can too. Please make sure to follow us, and we'll see you next time. I love you all. Thank you.